eyes with me, start imagining a world full of love. We can change the stars with our hands and hearts, make them shine on us. But no, don't worry, darling, they won't stop staring, but soon they'll be caring. Come from near and far with their hands and hearts, 'cause it's time to stand up. Oh, the world is changing, and all I'm saying is we gotta believe. I'm a drop of water, but you know together we're the ocean deep.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of our adventure here, traveling across the Rocky Mountains, hitting Glacier, Yellowstone, and the Grand Teton National Park. Currently, we're in Glacier at Lake McDonald, and we're starting the morning pretty early because today's goal is to do the Going to the Sun Road, which basically spans almost the entire park, going from west to east, and we're going to stop on all the major locations, if you will, along the way. And our first one this morning is the Lake McDonald, or McDonald Lake, or whatever it is. But oh my goodness, what a start. Again, as you can see, we have some pretty epic views behind me. And what's unique about this spot is when we went skiing up here last year, we went to Whitefish Ski Resort, which is actually pretty close. And when we were here, obviously in the winter, oh my goodness, just seeing the snow on these mountains was incredible. So to do the complete 180 difference of the summertime is pretty incredible too. So kind of gives you a whole different type of appreciation for the park, if you will. As we made our way back to the vehicles and began our journey on the Going to the Sun Road, we quickly realized just how beautiful Glacier National Park was. During the winter months, this 50-mile stretch of road is closed due to the heavy snowfall received, so our prior visit here ended rather quickly once we came across the road closed sign. Now that summer is in full swing, we're able to gaze our eyes on the vast mountain ranges surrounding us and make our way towards Logan's Pass. Fun fact, did you know that in 1997 this road was dedicated as a National Historic Landmark? Well, it was for good reason. Not only was the engineering a great significance, but so was the location it settled in. So guys, we're making our way on Going to the Sun Road, and holy cow, the views are just insane. One thing that we should have kind of taken more account of, but I get it, it's Labor Day weekend, are just the amount of people here. The volume is insane. Everywhere we're driving, it's like a 20 car pile up behind us, everybody trying to get the same viewpoint, and grab these same photos, and as you can see behind me, who can blame them? This is unreal out here, even this direction. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So it's amazing out here, but we're gonna just take our time, honestly. We had a goal to reach Logan's Pass and do a little hiking up there. I know that's probably one of the more iconic spots on the road, at least from what I read. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so we're still just gonna keep pushing and go from there. Okay, so this is Logan's Pass. Let's see if we can find some parking. Maybe, maybe not, but let's just see. Logan's Pass is located along the Continental Divide in Glacier National Park and is the highest point on the Going to the Sun Road. This spot is known for being a must-stop, though it soon came evident just how popular this spot was. As we drove by, cars were parked hundreds of yards down the road from the visitor center, though we still pushed on. We decided to dare the crowds and enter the main parking lot, of which was an every man for yourself situation. Needless to say, we didn't spend much time here, though if there was one positive from this decision, was our first opportunity at viewing wildlife. Grazing on the grass only a short distance away stood two bighorn sheep. These rams were occasionally going about their day while us visitors flocked to grab photos of that precious moment. While the day was still young, we decided to push on to see what new adventure the road ahead would bring. Though what we did end up finding was something truly unique and showcased Glacier National Park in its natural beauty. So to get away from some of the traffic and to stretch our legs a little bit, we pulled off on a little side venture to St. Mary's Lake. And I'm so glad we did, because we got the whole place to ourselves. Everybody else is fighting for parking at Logan's Pass, and we're over here having the whole St. Mary's viewpoint to ourselves. So sometimes you never know what you're gonna get. I gotta say, by far this is incredible up here. Look how just turquoise blue this water is. It's just unreal. Look at that. Almost reminds me of like Maureen Lake and Banff National Park. I haven't been there, but I've seen a lot of pictures. Now, I wouldn't consider myself proficient behind the camera, but standing at this location, I would imagine anyone could grab a print-worthy photo. So one thing that we didn't do when we were on the other side of the park was hit a visitor center. So now that we're at the St. Mary side, we're going to stop at this visitor center and see if we can get any national park goodies. So we'll do that first and then find a campsite second. So, oops, there might be one. Oh, handicap. Not this time. Tell you guys what, even finding parking at a visitor center here is a challenge. My goodness, probably had to do about 3 different loops just to grab one spot. And there's 3 of us, or 3 cars at least. But let's go check it out. Now, if you consider yourself a true Overlander, you more than likely have an ongoing patch collection on the headliner of your vehicle. And with every new adventure calls for a new memorable patch, of which we're in the hunt for. So we already have this one from our last visit, so we're gonna grab that one now since we officially completed it now in the summer, going to the sunroom. With the brand new addition for the patch collection complete, we set out to find camp. Now, going back to our pre-trip video, we did not have any campground reservations made. What we were hoping to find was a campsite close to the park, which will help for the following day's agenda. We did look into dispersed camping options, but none were to be had under an hour drive from the park. So we set out on a search to see where we could call home for the next couple days. Alright, 1 mile up the road on the left, KOA. Let's see what that brings. Or that was our turn. Alright, so we need to make a U-turn. Alright guys, so if you can believe it, a KOA out here for an RV site for 3 vehicles to actually fit is over $220 for 2 nights. That, I'm sorry, but that's a little crazy just for a grass field where you're 4 feet next to your neighbor and have generators going all night. So we're going to keep pushing. We're going to roll the dice here and see what else we can find, because there are more campgrounds down the way. And it just so happened that right down the road was a more than suitable campground that offered fair prices, incredible hospitality, and nearby river access. Now, if you ask me, patience here definitely paid off. So guys, just like I thought, all of 30 feet down the road from that overly priced and inflated KOA, we found a up-and-coming camp that we're going to stay here for a couple nights. And I say up and coming because it looks like it has new owners. This couple is building it up. They built a lodge. I'll show you here. They built the lodge over there, and they're building new little cabins back over there as well. So, you know, give it some time. This place is actually going to be pretty cool. But we're going to stay here for a couple nights. And we lucked out because there were spots available, and then 2, it's still really close to the park. So kind of a win-win there, but most importantly, it's a heck of a lot cheaper per night than where we were even considering before. So we have our awnings deployed because it is a little warm, so we're gonna finally get some lunch going and kind of hang out. There's a nice breeze coming through, so we're just gonna take it easy, hopefully let the afternoon sun kind of fall, and then maybe go back out and adventure. But this place is reserved for a couple nights, and pretty stoked on that. So let's get some lunch going. Join us next time as the journey continues in part 3 as we take on a 10-mile round trip hike that showcases some of the best views in Glacier National Park. Until then, safe travels.